The RV Show USA.
It's the country's #1 radio show about the RV lifestyle with RVer, consumer advocate, and your wingman, Alan Warren.
Well, I'm not your RV wingman. I am Miss Katie Warren, your wingman's daughter. And I've taken over the microphone for a minute, and I kind of like it. So in this segment, we are going to be discussing some of the comments on social media from this week's show, and maybe an email or two. So how about it, wingman? You ready?
Look at you. Next thing I know, you're going to want to start doing this show.
I don't know, but it is nice to be in the driver's seat for a few seconds. So we had some really nice comments on some of our YouTube videos this week. And the first one was on the video that we called Lying Your Way to the Top, where I read an email from one of the show's biggest fans, but not really, because you talked about fake online reviews and picking up your pet's big dirty in the campground.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. That was a good one.
Cindy says she no longer reads reviews because she thinks they are overwhelmingly hacked and there are too many fake reviews, both good and bad. And Roy had a comment about picking up the dog poop. He said that he knows of campgrounds where if you don't pick up your dog's poop, you are kicked out of the campground. Period.
Really? I think that may be something we look into at Big Chief. I mean, I don't know. Maybe too harsh. Instead of asking people, just tell them they must pick up their dog poop. Tell them if you don't, your stay's going to be over. I'm sure that's definitely going to go over well. That will definitely get us some negative reviews, I'll guarantee you.
But speaking of reviews, we received an email from someone, first name of Jim, saying that he loves the show, that he's been selling RVs for 3 years, and that Camping World's reviews are so bad that the company is paying its salespeople $50 for each 5-star review they get, and that some of the salespeople are getting their friends and family to post reviews just so that the salesperson can get another $50.
That's Jim. Jim said that? Mm-hmm. Jim, I don't know if that's true or not, but it would not surprise me, and that goes for a lot of companies, not just Camping World. I don't want to just pick on them. We need to read those reviews, take them with a grain of salt, all of them. Do not take them literally.
And another video that we did was called Guess Who's Finally Getting Some Attention? Got a good response. It did. And all the comments were positive and supportive and had a common theme of basically saying, we need to continue to do what we are doing if we're going to have any noticeable effect with manufacturers and bad RV dealers.
Let me jump in here for just a second. There are stages or phases, if you will, of making people to get them motivated enough to make them make some changes. And I think that we are in that process. The first phase is that the person or entity that we want to see make a change, well, they just ignore us. They do. They can afford to ignore us. They ignore us. They act like we don't even exist. And that's where we were with the show. We were pretty much ignored. The second phase is when they realize that you're not going away. They do what they can to marginalize you or treat you like you are, well, you're just a little bitty small group of people. They minimize you and marginalize you, and they hope that you go away. Now, the next phase, that's when they realize that you're not going to go away. They begin to look for ways to discredit you and make you look bad.
Kind of like the 5 Ds you taught me as a little girl.
Precisely.
Let me see if I remember. Deny, defer, deflect, demand, and destroy. Ha!
You got it. You nailed it. All right. At first, when you get caught doing something, all right, you deny it. You deny it, whatever it is. After that, if that doesn't work, you defer it. You kick it down the road. We'll talk about it later. Then the third D, you deflect it. And you got to redirect the issue, if you will. If that doesn't work, you demand, prove it. Prove that I did whatever you're accusing me of. And if all that doesn't work, well, if all else fails, the last D is destroy. And that's when you attack the person or the group, or they attack you, and they look for any and every opportunity to say, see how bad they are? See what they said? And that is the process of what's going on with this show. In the beginning, nobody knew us. Nobody cared. Then people kind of began connecting with us, and we all started speaking kind of the same language. By the way, if any positive changes are taking place in the way of helping RVers, I'm just glad that we are a part of that reason that we're getting that attention. It's a kind of an example of how the squeaky wheel gets the grease. What else you got?
Well, your monologue last week about RV inspectors. Most people liked it. Not all. Namely, some folks who are just getting started as RV inspectors because they thought you were putting them down.
I was not putting them down. I am sorry to hear that. We're going to talk about RV inspectors some more in the next couple of weeks. Just what is it about people that everybody is so sensitive? Good grief. Again, I was not putting down RV inspectors. I think a good, qualified, certified, experienced RV inspector is worth his or her weight in gold. We're going to break now. Oh, we got plenty of time. All right. So, by the way, I might as well say it now. If you are an RV inspector, if you are, I think that's great. And that's not sarcasm. It is the truth. I think we need more good RV inspectors. At least I think we do. But just being a certified inspector isn't the same as being an experienced RV inspector. An experience, it comes from time and exposure. If you are considering becoming an RV inspector or you're a new RV inspector, if you're going to be a professional, you have got to have a combination of education and experience. Now, if it were me, just saying, if it were me and I wanted experience, I'd find me a good RV dealer. I'd ask them if I could do some free inspections on RVs they have on their lot. And don't make it some formal agreement, contract, nothing like that. Just want to have access to all different kinds of RVs. It's not going to cost them a dime. Don't charge them anything. What you need is exposure to lots and lots of RVs in all different kinds of condition. If I had a dealership, somebody offered to do something like that for me, free inspections, so they could get some experience, I think I would welcome that. There is no shortcut to experience. You have just got to do it. Then you know what? You got to do it some more and some more. You got to do some continuing education too. And the more inspections you do, the more you'll see in a hurry, things that you didn't even see, you didn't even notice when you first started. So I'm a big believer in RV inspections, especially if you have any doubts at all about an RV that you're looking at buying. But try and find someone with some experience. That's just my 2 cents worth. And if you're one of the angry RV inspectors out there that are listening, well, I am not bashing you. I promise. I'm simply making a suggestion for consideration and giving the consumer something to think about, because that's what this wingman does.
All right. Well, looks like we got about 2 minutes left, roughly. Right, Goose? Yeah?
Couple minutes left.
All right. Well,
So, or do we have any RV inspectors out there that are watching right now? You can post your comments. Do you think I'm totally off the mark?
Raphael, watching on YouTube, has a good example. He says RV inspectors are like car mechanics. Some are good, and some aren't. Some have experience, and some don't. It's like I'm going to be a teacher, and I got to get the experience before I can say I'm a great teacher.
And you do some with your student teaching, but that is not the same as teaching.
Teaching a whole class.
Right.
Exactly.
So, I would like to get into the subject of RV inspections and not to combat anybody. It's funny, for the first 2 years, I talked nothing but positive about RV inspectors. I've had maybe not a dozen, but close to a dozen of them on. Some of them are good friends of mine. I love these people. I think they do a tremendous job, but not everybody does a tremendous job. Everybody. You can't paint with a big broad brush. You see the inspector of the year. Yeah, not everybody's like that. A few are. If you want to be a professional, you need a combination of education and experience. I suggest you go to an RV dealer, you volunteer your services. If they slam the door in your face, don't take it personal. Go to the next one. Hell, you have something of value. If you're truly trying to provide an inspection, you need exposure. You need experience. That will get you in the door. It will get you to look at a lot of different things that you can't look at any other way. And then you can say, you know what? I'm ready. And when somebody calls you, be honest. Don't just lead them on to believe that you're the best thing since sliced bread. Be honest with them.
Hi, this is Goose from the RV Show USA, and these are today's winners to ensure you get your $50 gift card. Make sure you send an email to info@thervshowusa.com. And if you would like to enter to win a $50 gift card of your very own, head over to thervshowusa.com and sign up for our email list. And if you like this video and would like to see more, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's right over there. And turn on the notifications so you will be notified whenever a new video comes out for the RV Show USA. And as always, thank you for watching.